Welcome to
Insert theme song.
whatever. I don't know. This is a way too early look at. Actually, maybe not way too early. I mean, there's like a month until the season starts.
It's way too early.
It's pretty early. We're looking at the 2023-2024 NHL season. We're just gonna rank the teams and how high we think they are going to be in their specific divisions and conferences.
Standing predictions.
Standing predictions. That's what we're gonna call it.
Title of the episode.
Yeah, in all capitals. You probably clicked on this and you were just like, wow, I wonder what this is.
Spoiler
now
alert.
you know. Now you know. You're 37 seconds into this video and you know what it's about. Okay.
Never mind.
We're going to start things off in the Eastern Conference here, as Dad suggests.
Not the Eastern, Western.
Western, as he suggests. Sorry, we're going to make you guys wait for the good teams.
Yeah. Yes.
In the West, we'll start with the Pacific here. Dad, number one team in the Pacific Division.
I got champions Vegas.
Ooh, Vegas. Okay.
We have a
Vegas.
special guest.
Is it going to be Wendell?
Maybe not.
Wendell?
Maybe we do.
No, maybe Wendell might
Maybe
come
not.
down here. You never know. If
Nope.
he does, what do we even do? I don't know. Maybe Wendell
We
probably.
introduce him into the show.
I don't know. I guess so. Guest starring Wendell
Okay.
Bark.
Vegas is going to take the division,
Okay.
and I think they're going to take it by at least 10 points.
Wow, really?
There's not going to be, I don't know. Something,
Really?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
By 10 points, Dad?
10 points. You heard it here first. Because I just made it up.
Wow, okay. Well, my first place team in the Pacific is Edmonton Oilers because I think Edmonton is going to be first place in the division. They're a very good regular season team.
Is that your
Just-
reason?
Yeah, I'm gonna
They've got
say
good players.
Edmonton.
Name one.
Connor Michael. No, that's a capital.
Zach
Connor
Hyman.
McDavid is a very good hockey player. I believe he probably cracks 150 points again. I believe Draisaitl.
150.
Well, he just cracked 150, and
Mhm.
I honestly think he's probably gonna get around the same amount as last year. Draisaitl as well.
Oh, special guest.
Special guest. Two special
Two
guests?
special guests?
This is an absolute hilarious video.
We're doing well. Okay,
doing
so
well.
I do have Edmonton number 2.
Okay, well, we got Vegas, Edmonton as number one, number two in the Pacific Division here. I don't think there's a lot of debate up for that because.
So you got Edmonton, Vegas?
I got Edmonton, Vegas. Yeah,
All right,
number
so
three.
Little flip flop.
Number three.
Number 3, I have sneaking in with a wild card as well. I have got the Calgary
Number
Flames.
3 is not a wild card. Number 3.
It's not?
Number 4 and 5 would be wild card.
Oh, I have no idea. I'm too old for this shit. All right, so I got number 2, not wild card, the Calgary Flames.
Number 3.
That's what I said. Number 3.
Okay, the Flames number 3. That's an interesting one because they did just have a very big lull. Bad
Last year,
season. by
they
their
were the best worst team I've ever seen. in my
Yeah,
life.
they had the most posts hit, the most games lost by 1 goal, the most times losing when out shooting a team by 10 or more shots. These are some bad stats for a team to have, but it's also underlying good stats. Because your team's hitting posts because they're getting good scoring chances. They're out shooting their opponents. They're doing all these things right, and I believe Calgary's making the playoffs, but I do not have them third. I have the LA Kings third.
Oh!
The Kings are a very good team.
Okay, well, where do you have the Flames sitting then?
Flames, I'm going to have 5th.
Okay, so I got the Kings fitting in 6th.
6th for the Kings?
Just drop them down.
What?
Drop them
The
down.
Kings?
Drop them down.
Oh my god, that might be the hot take of the video, and we haven't even gotten to the good teams.
Might as well call them the LA Peasants. 'Cause-
The Kings
Dropping
6,
them down.
missing the playoffs?
Yes.
Really?
That's what would happen if they finished 6th. Unless,
Okay.
Is it 6th the wild card?
Steal a wild card from the East?
6th place wild card?
No, okay. We're off track now. Third place, I have the Kings because I believe they're a very good team and they're ready to make the next step and actually knock out Vegas in round 1, in my opinion. But that's a different video for a different day when there's a different
Okay.
vibe going on in the season, I think. Maybe like a way too early playoff prediction video coming up at some point. But I'm going to have Kings third. Number 4.
Understand, spoiler alert, I spent all of 37 seconds writing this list.
That's fair. So did I, but I already know my shit apparently.
Yeah, we'll see about this. We know how other predictions have gone in the past. Okay, do we just want to blast through the remaining teams?
Yeah, the bottom
whatever.
feeders don't really need our
Fuck the bottom feeders. I've got, so 4th
Number
through 8th, I've got Vancouver 4th.
What?
I know. I
I made that mistake last year.
I wrote them in reverse alphabetical order, and I fucked up. But I got them in 4th. I got Seattle Kraken is definitely missing the playoffs. Kings missing the playoffs.
What?
God damn it. You know what's happening here. Anaheim is going to.
Is Vancouver in a wild card?
I will get to that once we get to the Central.
Does the Central have both wild cards?
I'm going to get to that once I get to the Central.
What is happening?
I got Anaheim sneaking
Okay.
San Jose by a tiebreaker. San Jose, I
Who's
have
the
in
worst?
contention for the worst overall. team.
Okay. I have number 4, which is wild card 1, and I have Kraken. Kraken are making the playoffs in a wild card spot again. The top 3 in the Pacific, I believe, are very strong. I don't think the Kraken top that. Number 5, which is wild card 2. We have no wild cards from Austin in the Central Division. Flames are making the playoffs.
Okay.
Wild card 2.
Got him. Got him.
And that does line up. That does line up for possibly an Edmonton versus Flames first
Hi-ya.
round again,
Hey-oh.
which would be fun.
Battle of Alberta.
I don't know.
All right.
I'm still torn on that right now. But
Okay.
think about that after. Number 6, I have Canucks, 7 Ducks, 8 Sharks. I don't think there's too many hot takes there.
No,
But
he's
Dad
busy.
with the Kings, 6 is a pretty big one.
They're
Okay.
gonna injuries.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you know. I don't know.
Central Division. I'm going to have Dallas taking it. First seed in the
Kings
Central.
have nobody.
The Stars?
The Kings have
The
nobody.
Kings have nobody?
Kings- you watch. Kings 6. It's gonna happen. I'm Nostradamusing this thing.
Kings in 6. They're going to beat Vegas in 6. And then they laugh at you.
Sure.
Kings in 6.
Then I will eat my shoe.
Do it.
Okay, you got Central. Oh no, you have Dallas winning the Central.
Dallas winning the Central, in my opinion. They were within a point of winning the Central last year, and then they add Matt Duchene.
All right.
What does that equal? I think that's an incredible ass team. I think Dallas is cup bound this year. Cup bound, baby. Cup bound.
Cup. How many times are we gonna say cup bound?
Cup bound. That's
Yeah,
5.
That's enough
probably.
time. Speaking of 5, I've got Dallas finishing 5th.
Who do you have above Dallas? Oh my
4 other teams.
God.
4 other teams.
I can't name 3 that should.
Colorado.
Name 2 more. Actually, don't.
We'll
okay.
get to that.
Okay, what's
so
your first
I got
place?
Colorado first.
Okay, that's fair at least, but Landeskog's out the entire year.
Okay.
So that's still tough.
Yeah.
Landeskog's out the entire
I
year.
didn't actually know that.
Landeskog is out the entire year, ruled out for the entire season. In case anyone doesn't know that. That's
My argument is
fantastic.
that Dallas is getting older. The only thing I see for them is I like their goaltender and I like Robinson.
They're getting older, but they haven't shown the signs of aging yet. You know?
They're about
I-
to this year when they finish 5th.
I don't see it. I think Pavelski
There's a
is
top-
a
there's
man
a-
on a mission.
this
Pavelski
year-
almost wins Cup.
This year's going to be the storyline of age catching up to players.
Last year was with the Penguins and the Capitals. This year the Bruins are going to join that party, but
Spoiler alert. Next.
yeah. Okay, next. Number 2, I have Minnesota.
Me too.
That might be a little bit of a hot take because they're above Colorado. But
Clearly not a
I
hot
don't
take
know.
when I've got
I think
Minnesota.
Kaprizov's going to light it up. I think Minnesota's a very good team. I think Philip Gustafson
Well
took some good
balanced
steps
team.
as a tendy. I think he's ready to take on a starter role, and I think Minnesota finishes second. Very big bounce back from last year. Number
Yes.
3, I have Colorado.
3 Colorado. Now here's where my hot take is, and this is a complete mistake, and I want to scratch them off. I somehow have the Winnipeg Jets finishing 3rd. Can I undo this?
No.
It's written in pen, unfortunately.
It's written in
I
stone.
can't undo this.
Written in stone, Dad.
This
Oh
is
my
the
God.
way of the pen. I had Winnipeg finishing 3rd. I got Colorado, Minnesota, Winnipeg. 1, 2, 3.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
And I
They
don't
just-
think it's going to be a big takeaway. I honestly think the Central is going to be the closest division of all of them.
Really?
Of all of them, I think it's going to be a dogfight to the very end. It's going to
Kidding
be,
me?
Yeah, it's going to be. There's going to be 5 teams fighting for the 3 spots.
5 teams are rebuilding in that division.
Well,
They traded their captain. Or they relinquished his captaincy, traded him, and they also
gonna
got
be
rid
a
of
motivating-
Dubois. They got rid of Dubois too.
he's garbage. He's a cancer. I hate him. He's the laziest talented player I've ever seen in my life.
Line.
He's not talented. Okay. Okay.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
finishing off, I have St. Louis missing the playoffs. I don't know if that's a big hot take though, because they kind of again they're getting older, but they're losing players.
But if St. Louis misses the playoffs on your sheet there,
yes,
then that means
you're
Vancouver,
catching on.
No, that means Vancouver and Seattle make it.
You're catching on to my hot
But you
take.
said Seattle definitely misses the playoffs.
That's because I fucked up and forgot how many teams made it.
This was a mistake.
My notes are in shambles.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Dad. We should have discussed this a little bit more.
You said we're not doing it. We're doing it in one take and let's go. And you said something about theme music and we don't have any.
You said something about theme music. What are you talking about?
Okay. I
That's
got
the first thing you said.
missing the
Cheer the
playoffs.
teams.
Missing the playoffs. I've got in order St. Louis, Dallas, Smashville.
Really?
And I got Connor Bedard's Chicago Blackhawks nudging the Arizona playing in the Mullet Arena Coyotes.
Well, number 4, I have Nashville.
I'm assuming you got Mullet in the 8th spot.
I have Mullet in the 8th
Spying
spot.
on him.
Surprise! I have Chicago 7th and Arizona 8th.
So we don't think that Bedard.
I don't think Bedard's going to carry them
the
to much.
caneless, taseless Blackhawks.
Because let's be real, name one other player on the Blackhawks right now. Do it.
That guy.
Yep, exactly. Alexander Stalock is their starting goalie, and that's disgusting.
I bet you I can name a player. Who's Seth Jones on?
Shut up. Okay.
Yes. 1 for 1.
Damn. Okay. Number 4, I have Nashville, missing the playoffs, by the way. But I think they're not going to do terrible. They're going to do okay.
Like I
Missed
said,
playoffs barely.
dogfight.
Dogfight.
Yes.
Just like last year, kind of. They were in the mix of it. They kind of got smoked a few times last year, too. I think they're supposed to go into a rebuild soon. Losing Duchesne is going to be tough. That's a tough loss to take. So I don't think making playoffs. Number 5, Winnipeg. Blake Wheeler and what's his face gone? Dubois. That's kind of rough. I'm not going to lie. They're probably going to trade Shifley at some point, maybe next offseason. And then get what you can out of Kyle Connor, maybe. Hellebuck. It's rebuild time for Winnipeg, boys.
Is Ehlers still there?
I guess so. I think so, yeah. Ehlers is okay.
I have not been paying attention to the offseason. I have no idea.
Yeah, number 6, I'm going to have St. Louis just because I think St. Louis is just done for. I mean, trading Tarasenko seems to be the big, waving red flag. We are rebuilding. Tarasenko was their guy for 10 years, and then it's like, oh, well, you're gone.
Where was Ryan O'Reilly before the trade deadline? Was he still St. Louis before
Yeah, he was
the
in
trade
St. Louis
deadline?
before the deadline. They trade O'Reilly, who was their captain. They trade
now he's in Nashville?
Tarasenko. Yeah, no, he's in Nashville. That's weird, actually, yeah, because Nashville has O'Reilly, so that's why they're 4th. That's why I'm 4th, right? I didn't know that, by the way. I forgot. I didn't know this stuff. I don't follow the West very far.
No, this is why.
And then obviously
this is why we go west.
No, number 7, Chicago. Number 8, Arizona, and we'll flip our sheets over, or I'll
to the
flip
more
mine over.
important side of the world.
The better side of the world. Congrats, you made it to the East, everybody. Now we're talking about contending teams.
Now we're gonna really talk.
Now we're gonna really talk.
Look how
We're
rampant.
at 12 minutes. Oh my god.
I was like, let's try to keep this under 15.
I said I wanted to keep it under 50. You said keep it under 30. Which we might.
We're gonna start doing over-unders on these things.
Oh god.
Do we want to go Atlantic or the Metro?
I want to go Atlantic to Metro. Because
You want to go? Okay.
I want to go Atlantic first.
Okay, so in the first, you want to go first?
I'll go first. Number 1, I have the Toronto Maple Leafs because they're the only team that didn't suck after the offseason, in my opinion, that made playoffs last year. Toronto, number 1. I don't think it's much of a hot take. I don't think it's much of a bias. I think Toronto is the best team in the Atlantic Division. I think they're at least a top 3 team in the conference, depending on how you feel about the other guys in the Metro. But Toronto seems to be the runaway favorite in the Atlantic. Last year, I also thought that. And then Boston came out of nowhere, so
Yeah.
who's going to come out of nowhere? Maybe Tampa? Maybe Florida? Who knows? They're both capable of it.
Okay, so congratulations, we finally agreed.
Holy Jehovah's
did it.
Witnesses.
It took
We
us
agreed
3
on something.
divisions.
It took us 3 divisions. And
We agreed on the
agreed on
last place
Toronto.
teams.
We agreed on the
agreed
last
on
place
Toronto.
team. Yeah, we
You're
agreed on
finally coming
Arizona
around.
and-
You're finally coming around.
Okay. Number 2, who do you got?
Number 2, so after the mighty Maple Leafs, I've got, I do have Tampa finishing second.
Okay. I think that's fair. I think that's very
Regretfully,
fair.
I still feel like they're a solid team.
For what it's worth, I have Tampa 3rd. I have them as one of the...
You got Florida too?
I have Florida number 2. Number 2, Florida Panthers. I think they're going to have a great regular season after that huge surge they had in playoffs. I think they really started clicking at the very best possible time. I think Bobrovsky has certified himself as a starter again, in my opinion. And if not, they still got Alex Lyon, so that's fine. And Alex Lyon was their starter going into the playoffs, and he lost that role in the playoffs to Bobrovsky. You got 2 goalies that could carry it, in my opinion.
Boy, do you have your Lions crossed.
Good one. You're off the case, Bobrovsky.
Timon and Pumbaa joke.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have a very fun time watching a Florida versus Tampa playoff series because back in 2021, that was one of the most incredible playoff series I've ever seen. That was amazing. That was one of the best things I've ever seen. The year after that, 2022, was not as great. That was just
Is it weird that I think I hate Florida more than Boston now?
I hate Florida. I'm not a fan of Florida, but they...
Florida.
Yeah. You shouldn't hate them more than Boston.
I was in Florida when Toronto was losing the series to Florida.
At least didn't go and watch the game.
It was like 3 hours away. It was too far. And I was in Universal.
That's fair.
I was riding a ride with an earpod and being sad because they're getting scored on.
Hilarious. Okay, number 3. What do you have? I had Tampa.
Okay,
That's
so
upsetting.
hot take. The Buffalo Sabres. Again,
Dad's best take of the day.
I wrote this in pen.
Listen,
Tage Thompson
this here.
was the MVP.
Tage
Tage Thompson. Tage Thompson, MVP of the NHL in 2023-2024. You heard it here first. All 3 of you that are going to watch this. That made it 15 minutes into this video. Tage Thompson carrying the Buffalo Sabres to on the Rick Jeanneret. In honor of Rick Jeanneret. He just passed away. The
Moment of silence for Rick Jeanneret.
Okay, that was long enough.
That's not We're going to hell. Oh my god. We said a moment. It was a moment. Am I not wrong? Rick Jeanneret might be one of the best play-by-play announcers the entire league has ever seen.
God.
Gotta love the guy, and it's a shame that he never got to see the Buffalo Sabres in their prime years of this team. I think Buffalo's bright years are definitely ahead of them. This year being one of them. I also have them making the playoffs. I'm 4th. And I think Buffalo 3rd is probably your best take of the day. Your best hot take of the day, at least. And maybe your only hot take. I don't know what else you got left. Everything else, the Kings the Kings finishing 6th is an absolutely cold waffle. That is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
It's just accurate. That's all. I don't care. It doesn't matter about the hot take. It's just accurate. Okay.
You even said you wanted to fix your own notes yourself. You wouldn't even.
I may or maybe said that before we started. I forgot again how many teams made the playoffs.
Yikes! Okay.
I'm new to this.
Apparently.
So I got Toronto, Tampa, Buffalo in the 1-2-3 spot.
Nice. I got Toronto, Florida, Tampa. So a pretty big 3, I think. A pretty big 3 for me. But then I got Buffalo wildcard 1. So I think they're either going to play Toronto or the first place team in the Metro.
Apparently, I have Florida in a wildcard spot. Oh. Which could mean if Toronto finishes first. Anyway, neat. We can do that again. Redemption.
Nice. Now, do you have 2 wild cards in the Atlantic?
No, fuck Boston. Boston's not making the playoffs.
Neither do I. I don't have them making it either. Number 5.
Got Boston.
Number 5. I have the Ottawa Senators finishing in wild card 2, baby. Now, who would you rather play, the Senators or the Sabres, round 1?
As a Leafs?
As a Leafs fan, who would you rather play? Senators or Sabres?
Okay, so the Leafs fans would never get over losing to the Senators.
But I don't think the Buffalo fans would ever get over winning to the Leafs.
Wait, what?
Buffalo fans hate the Leafs for some reason.
Well, it's because
there's no rivalry there.
I know, but the
Leafs don't even care about Buffalo.
It's proximity.
I agree, but they need some fuel in that fire, in my opinion. I would love to see
I think a Buffalo-Toronto playoff series would be huge.
That would be just hell in a bottle.
That might actually just rejuvenate the Buffalo market. They need it.
They might. They
might.
But
they also need to lose.
Maybe. We'll see. I have Rangers Sabres round 3, by the way.
Oh, God, no, don't. Oh, how do you have that? We're in.
No, not out of this. This is just completely separate.
It's September 1st.
I have the Sabres versus the Rangers in round 3. Whoever wins that series wins the cup.
Now it's a hot take.
Now it's a hot take?
That's a hot take.
It is a hot take. Buffalo making the 3rd is crazy.
I have Ottawa on the other side of Boston.
Okay, that's fine.
Flip-flop. We just flip-flopped a few teams. And then do you have Detroit over Montreal or Montreal over Detroit?
I have Detroit over Montreal.
Me too. Montreal in the basement.
Detroit's got to brink it. I think that's all it really comes down to.
Montreal is going to fight for the basement toilet.
I agree. And you know what? Montreal, despite being 8th, I don't think they're going to be that bad. They're in a very good division.
Yes, I think
Montreal is going to be one of those teams that gives you a run for your money when you play them, and you feel terrible when you lose, and you don't feel as great when you win, but they're going to put up a really good fight with you. You're not going to win by 10 goals against Montreal, I don't think. I think Montreal's fine.
Game 1 of the season, 11-1. Okay, anyway.
To the Metro
and beyond.
The final division. Before the 20-minute mark, holy mackerel.
Oh, shit. I'm spying on your list, boy.
I believe we have not
you started with my division, because my division's the Atlantic.
All right, you get to start with mine then.
I'm going to start with yours. And finishing first, the new. There could be several teams. Jersey Devils.
Okay, that was the one that I felt was realistic. Okay,
You didn't think
New
it was gonna
Jersey
be
number
better.
one is a very good point. I think New Jersey first is good. They got Tyler Toffoli in the offseason. Anybody know that? I didn't. Just looked it up, and now I'm even more scared for my Rangers.
Scared.
In my opinion, I don't know who I would rather play, the Devils or the Hurricanes in round one, and we're gonna have to play against one of them if we make the playoffs.
How did last year go?
Terrible. We blew it. We blew it.
That was a hard one to watch.
That was a tough one to watch.
It was
You know what was
competitive,
even
but-
worse to watch? Round two between the Hurricanes and Devils, because
Yeah.
that was disgusting. That was the worst hockey I've ever seen in my life. Blowout after blowout after blowout after blowout after blowout, and this series was done. Actually, the last game wasn't a blowout. It was a nice little goal by Jesper Fast. But oh, god awful.
I don't actually remember it. I think I was just so sad.
I was too.
You
weren't sad at that time. You weren't sad at that
Was I
time.
sad yet?
No, you weren't sad yet, because it was both in 5.
Yeah, but was my 5 over before their 5? I was just sad. I was
I don't
so
know.
that second
I-
round.
I
I didn't
didn't
get to
even
watch.
watch.
I didn't get to
Oh,
watch most
God.
of the games for that. It was so sad.
I don't know. I think New Jersey is a very strong team.
Yeah,
That's all the good things I would
they're
say.
young. They're young
I
kids are hitting
think
the
I
prime.
think the division over there is up to either
Who's
Carolina
their
or New
goalie right
Jersey.
now?
Schmid or Vanacek.
Schmid.
Schmid. And Schmid kind of played good in the playoffs, but I don't know if he's ready for a starting role yet. But
Wait, was
Vanacek-
Schmidt the one who bit? Was he? Who was the goalie that stifled the Rangers? Was that Schmidt?
Schmid.
Yeah, Schmidt.
Vanacek got lit up a couple games, and then Schmid came in and won 4-5, and that's how you win a series, folks.
By winning 4
And
or 5.
now, I'm not sure if anybody even noticed, but the Rangers are now the first team in NHL history to be a part of 4 consecutive playoff series in which a team has blown a 2-game lead. They lost after being up 2-0 to New Jersey. They lost after being up 2-0 to Tampa Bay in the conference finals the year before. They beat Carolina after being down 2-0, and then they beat Pittsburgh after being down 3-1 in the first round. And I'm going to cry. Everything sucks as a Rangers fan.
That is a fun fact.
Actually, half of it doesn't suck.
That's a fun.
Whenever we're up by 2 games, we lose. But whenever we're down by 2 games, we win. So we just have to blow the first 2
So
games.
first
Okay.
round, this upcoming year, you want to be down the first 2 games.
Yes.
At home.
Yes.
On the road. You have them on the road.
Well, I mean, whatever.
I'm spying on your list.
Whatever. It's fine.
I do have the Rangers finishing second.
What?
Are we
Carolina
on?
finishing third?
Yeah. What do you have? Carolina finishing? Yeah, whatever.
I have Carolina first.
all
That's
3
weird.
of them are.
Yeah, all 3 of them are kind of interchangeable. But
Well,
that's interesting. I
look at those 3
think-
teams. They're all the same team in my mind.
I think Devils and Carolina are on a league of their own, and then there's a little gap, and then you got the Rangers in a league of their own, and then you got a gap, and then you got the Islanders and Penguins, and then you got the rest.
Okay, first of all, there's only one league of their own. It's all women. Okay, I gotta stop before I start giggling. That's a funny joke. Funny joke. Okay. New Jersey Rangers followed by Carolina. I don't think it's going to be a blowaway by any 3 of those teams. I think all 3 of them are going to be
I think
fighting
it'll be
for
tight.
the division.
Basically
winner.
the same as last year. I think it's the top 3 in the Metro, and nobody else makes it to the Metro in my division, or in my bracket here. Those are the 3 teams in the Metro. Everyone else is non-playoff teams. Do you have any playoff teams in the Metro other than those 3?
Other than those 2, I think I have.
Are you putting Boston in the playoffs, or are you putting that team
I'm
in the playoffs?
putting the New York Islanders in the playoffs.
Okay, fair enough. So we've got
I'm
the...
just adding a little
yeah.
symbol next to them.
Same 4 teams make the playoffs in that division, then that's fine to me.
Is that how it worked for yours? Look
Look
at us go.
Look at us go. I got the Islanders 4th.
Look at us.
Isn't that crazy?
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? I do not have the Islanders make the playoffs, though.
Oh, I put a little WC next
I
to
think the wildcard race in the East is the most insane thing we're going to see in a long time. That's going to be
it. A
incredible.
long time.
There's a lot of teams. There's a lot of teams that could push for it. Pittsburgh is putting their chips in with Carlson. Islanders, they're still going. They're alive. They're old, but they're alive.
I saw-
They got Sorokin still.
I saw an old lady try
Ottawa.
to push a
Buffalo.
pull door. Trying to push a pull door.
Detroit. I'm sorry.
It's an old lady trying to push a pull door. And that was the most insane thing I saw until this wild card race.
Oh, maybe you've been a sad life. It's the most insane thing you've ever seen.
It was so funny.
We watched that one game back in
And the funny thing
2013,
was
right?
is that the establishment was closed. It was a couple weekends ago. Okay, so after those four,
This is why we're at 24 minutes.
it's my fault. I have, and this is the theme of the oldness. I got Washington.
Wait, what spot are they?
We're in the 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, Washington 5th? Okay.
I got Washington. These are going to be boring teams. Washington, Pittsburgh, getting older. So old. Philadelphia just sucks.
I agree with that.
And then my favorite hot take is Babcock is going to literally cry on the bench in one of the 82 games.
Wait, Columbus last?
Well, I didn't put him first.
I have Columbus 5th. I have Columbus 5th.
Oh,
I
you got
think,
Flyers? Yeah, maybe.
I think Fantilli is the real deal.
Maybe Babcock
Listen,
motivates his...
you guys think of
abuses
Yes.
the Blue Jackets.
You guys think of this.
They should be called the Abuse Jackets.
Fantilli, Johnson, Laine, Goudreau, Werenski's back, Merzlikins.
All of their morale is going to take an absolute...
Oh no. Okay, we just
Shit.
have low power.
I wonder if it actually looked like I froze there. Cause
I don't know. Maybe. Well, I mean, you did try to freeze too. That was a low power for anybody that's watching 26 minutes in.
Yeah.
Probably me
We did
late
it.
at night.
We should have
Hi, Austin, late
We should
at
have
night.
just put an alarm
We should have. Okay.
and just stop right here. No, we gotta keep going.
Oh, what, like police squad?
Oh yeah, we should. We should like cheers next time.
And then like Wendell comes in like,
You know what? Honestly, this is how we should actually end it every single time. Just like and then just like yeah, it'd be funny.
but then like there's nothing else going on though, so it'd be kind of lame.
Have like the dog walking or something.
Yeah, we
Make
would have
these-
to really choreograph that. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, whatever. We're really off
This
track.
is we got some
Columbus
future
number
thoughts.
5, and I could honestly see the number 4. I could see him as high as 4. I don't think they're pushing into a 3-2-1 situation with the top 3 in the Metro because they're insane. The top 3 in the Metro is disgusting. Like one of those 3 teams is gonna win the cup
No,
probably.
Columbus is gonna suck.
I've already said like 5 teams are gonna win the cup by the way in this video. Like
Their head coach, so I understand Babcock, so he coached the Leafs until sadness. And then he has not coached professionally. He coached a high school team. Did he not? High school?
He did.
It was a college team in Saskatchewan that I think went to a high school team. And then he's like finding himself. Or
Am
something.
I crazy? Did he not coach Philadelphia?
Babcock?
Yeah. I could have sworn Babcock coached
No,
Philadelphia.
you're thinking John Tortorella.
Tortorella.
They're the same guy.
Yeah.
It's the same guy.
Okay, never mind.
They both like to yell.
I agree. They both probably shouldn't be in the league.
All right, so
Yeah,
Columbus, Stanley Cup champions.
That'd be hilarious. I would be here for it. That'd be fine. If my team loses to Columbus and they go on to win the cup, round of applause, man. I have no hatred towards
Somebody
Columbus.
clip this.
No hatred towards
Grandma
Columbus.
Debbie, you're the only one watching this. Can you clip that moment right there? If you know how to clip. I'll teach you how to clip later. Just clip that little part. Just
You're gonna go over to Grandma's house, watch
Columbus
this
Blue
video, and
Jackets
then
are going to
purposely
beat.
clip that.
Yeah, Columbus Blue Jackets are going to beat out the New York Rangers, and then they can go on and win the cup. Columbus Blue Jackets 2023-24 Stanley Cup champions.
That'd be insane.
And
Okay,
then I'm
number
going
5.
to eat my shoe.
Number 5.
Oh, yeah, what are your...
Number 6, Penguins. 7, Capitals. 8, Flyers. Flyers, bad team.
See, I'm looking at your sheet, and I see you crossed off teams and put new teams down.
That was earlier.
So-
I was gonna put Penguins, Caps, Blue Jackets. And I was like, you know what? Blue Jackets are gonna be good. And then I went like, whoop.
So you got mad at me for putting Columbus last, and you actually had them like we almost had the exact same. Just
Cap.
We almost had
You know what the keyword was there?
almost.
Yeah.
James almost.
There's a reason why I changed this beforehand. I was like, you know what? No. Columbus, I have Columbus way too low. This is disgusting. How dare I put shame on their name? So yeah, there you have it. For those about the rock. Fine.
Click.
Okay. Well, thanks for hanging around. Whoever did this, I don't know. I probably wouldn't. 29 minutes in, y'all
share-
are insane.
Share it to your friends and family.
We need to have a podcast instead of videos.
If anybody wants to put their,
I feel like half of this time we've just been looking at ourselves. So actually, most of the time,
Oh, I've been looking at you.
I've been looking at me. I look good. I don't know.
You've got style.
I do got style. I
Not
got
good style, but it's a
I got
style.
style. I got the Rangers style. Rangers are the good style to go with.
I'm
Everybody,
wearing the
you know
only
what?
hat that was nearby.
May I just say the New York Rangers roster this year is better than it started last year, and it's better than it started the year before as well. I think the Rangers are doing some
We
good
do.
things
We
this
have
year.
like 10 seconds to keep this under 30 minutes.
Okay.
Last word.
Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for watching to the end. We know you didn't.
Keep
but
your stick on the ice.
Goodbye. Keep your stick in the ice. You got it.